When we are working with a customer, and one of the first things we need to know is what genetics are they feeding. If you don't know what genetics they're feeding, you can't make an optimal program. There's all these genetic companies, there's different intakes, feed intake, there's different potential for lean gain. Anybody that has a blanket program just for everyone, they're only feeding part of the hogs right. Uh, If you have a moderate lean gain hog and you feed it like a high lean gain hog, you'll waste money. As they change that hog, you got to change the diet if you want to get the potential out of that hog. If you go out and spend a bunch of money for good genetics and then you don't change the feeding program and you're feeding just an average density, you've wasted your money because the pig will not realize its potential. If you take a moderate lean gain hog, the way you feed it is different than a high lean gain hog. If you feed a moderate lean gain hog a high lean gain hog diet, which is higher amino acid density, you're actually going to hurt it because it's going to have more amino acids than it needs, and you're going to give up gain, you're going to give up feed gain, and your cost of gain is going to go up. And conversely, if you take that high lean hog and you feed it what's good for a moderate lean hog, you won't reach its potential. You go out and buy new good genetics looking for higher lean, better performance. If you don't change your feeding program, you're going to go back to the genetic company and say, hey, you didn't do me any favors. These are no better than what I had. Most people that know me know I'm a Corvette nut. I have a Corvette in the garage that has 505 horsepower. Well, if I put E85 in it, it doesn't have 505 horsepower. I don't know what it would have. I'm not sure it even run. so the hog's not totally different. If you want it to grow, you really need to feed it. I was doing some work years ago. We had individually fed hogs, and these pigs average 2.7 pounds a day. But if you're going to gain 2.7, you've got to take in some serious groceries. So the faster they grow, the higher the density needs to be to allow them to do it. You really need to be changing diets based on the animals, and you got to monitor the performance. I have one group I work with, and it's the same genetic company, but they've changed their hogs over time, and we upped our diet density. We improved the gain by 0.07, and we dropped the feed gain by 0.14. So there's dollars you're leaving on the table if you're not feeding them right. Dollars per hog. If you're evaluating genetic lines, you really need to make sure the nutritionist is looped into that, because you need to feed it so you're giving the best genetics a chance to show how good they are. I mean, if you feed, like I said, a moderate density, you could get really, really good genetics, but they won't look any better than the average genetics. So you can put a cap on their performance if you're not careful.